Welcome back. In today's video, we're going to talk about the 100x potential artificial intelligence AI crypto hidden gems for 2024 and 2025. As you guys know, we talk about crypto and blockchain and investing every single day right here on the Cryptoviser podcast. So make sure you guys are subscribed and also give the video a free thumbs up. Now, the AI crypto sector, in my view, is going to be doing extremely well as we enter the Bitcoin halving bull cycle, as Bitcoin does have in the middle of 2024. But here's the deal, guys. These AI cryptos are brand new, and the narrative of these cryptos may actually drive these assets to go to new heights that people can't even fathom at this point, even though the technology may not be up to par with what they are promising or with the valuation of these assets. So I figured let's kind of go over this today. Let's talk about what I'm doing, what my investment strategy and thesis are, and if I was a newbie in crypto learning about all of this, what I would and wouldn't do with AI cryptos for this cycle. Make sure you guys are subscribed, give the video a thumbs up. Let's get right into today's topic. Now, as I explained, the AI sector is becoming really big, not just in crypto, even outside of crypto with ChatGPT, OpenAI, etc., and all these other companies that are popping up. Well, now we're already seeing the narrative getting played out in crypto that AI cryptos are going to be one of the best performing asset categories of this cycle. Now, if we look at some of the top AI cryptos, especially by social activity, you can see that Fetch AI is number one, followed by AGIX, which is Singularity Net, which is basically the first AI asset on Cardano, and then some other assets over here. Now, one of the things that I will say is, number one, nothing I say is financial advice. These are my opinions. You have to do your own research before you make investment choices. Don't make investment choices based on what I say. With that said, this sector, there's going to be more narrative versus technology. So there's going to be a lot of, oh, this is what we're going to be able to do. Oh, this is why we're the top AI project. This is why we're the top crypto project. But how much actual technology is behind it, right? Right now, a lot of these companies that are using these ChatGPT or LLMs, they're trying to figure out how to monetize it, right? And so when we're thinking about these crypto projects that are also working with AI, some of them are well positioned to just be AI cryptos. But then if you think about another asset like Internet Computer is not an AI crypto per se, but the technology that Internet Computer has is, in my view, well positioned to take on AI and be able to compute the data. Because think about AI it uses a lot of bandwidth, a lot of compute power to be able to process the prompts and be able to figure out the answers to different questions. What is the weather today? What's the weather tomorrow? Tell me something about France, or whatever the situation is. You need a system that can process that technology. An Internet Computer, for me, even though it's not an AI crypto in the category, it has the compute power and the technology stack to be able to take on a lot of AI. And so we also have to think about that. And that's where I personally, as an investor, especially as a newer investor, if I was still a newer investor, I would tell myself Internet Computer is probably a safer bet when we're talking about all the AI cryptos. And you're more diversified in the technology, because Internet Computer is not just focused on AI. They're focused on a lot of different things, effectively becoming the Internet Computer: decentralized storage, compute data, transaction processing, payments, video streaming. I mean, there's so many different things that you would be able to do within the Internet Computer technology if it continues to grow and expand. Where if you look at some of the AI cryptos, their whole focus, let's zero in on Fetch AI, is just AI. Now, this doesn't mean it's not going to do well and that it can't perform. Of course, I think that AI technology is going to be a multi-billion-dollar industry per company, similar to some of the other legacy technologies that we have. So if we look at it, Fetch AI is an artificial intelligence lab building an open, permissionless, decentralized machine learning network with a crypto economy. Fetch AI democratizes access to AI technology with a permissionless network built upon which anyone can connect and access secure data sets by using autonomous AI to execute tasks that leverage the global network of data. The Fetch AI model is rooted in use cases like optimizing DeFi trading services, transportation networks, smart energy grids, and travel. Essentially, any complex digital system that relies on large scale data sets. And so this is, not just the development of this technology, but then the deployment and the actual usage of this technology. It's very difficult, right? And because again, how does the developers, how do they monetize developing this technology, and how can you get the technology to work for you, whether you're a business? How can you get it to compute all the data that you have internally and externally, to help you run a more efficient business? That's one of the ways that you can use this technology. I mean, there's so many different things that you can do, but Fetch AI, their whole goal is just this AI ecosystem. Now, if you think about internet computers, their about section, for instance, it says the internet computer incorporates a radical rethink of blockchain design powered by innovations in cryptography. It provides the world's first world computer blockchain that can be used to build almost any online system or service, including demanding web social media, without the need for traditional IT, such as cloud computing services, and can enable end-to-end decentralization. So as you guys can see, this is kind of like, if you think about like Ethereum and all the layer twos, AI cryptos are kind of like layer twos. They just do one thing really good. Where internet computer, this is kind of like the broad scope of blockchain that can incorporate AI. And I'm not saying go and buy ICP and don't buy Fetch AI. What I'm trying to show you is that there's a difference between AI cryptos and blockchains that can house and also grow AI. And these are two different categories, because the AI only cryptos, I believe these have limited reach and limited use cases and limited value increase. Now, this doesn't mean that the hype cycle is not going to push these to all new record highs, right? But you have to keep in mind, especially if you're a newer investor, right? There's a lot of smarter people out there. There's a lot of people who've been in this ecosystem. There's a lot of traders that do this on a regular basis. And so these large ecosystems, but relatively small actual technology deployed, this could cause issues for newer investors who are not able to move in and out of positions in the market more easily. And so for a newer investor, probably internet computer, the layer one, the base layer that can do just more than just the AI compute, is probably the better play here, in my view. Doesn't mean it's going to be the best performing from a price appreciation aspect, but I remind you, just because somebody buys, let's say $10,000 in Fetch AI, and now they're trying to sell it at a 10x, right? So they bought $10,000, now they're trying to sell it 100,000. There may not even be liquidity in the ecosystem to pull that money out. I mean, in a bull market, there may be, but maybe there won't be. And when that liquidity is no longer there, that's when the prices crash. But I do think I'm not trying to like talk anybody out of investing in AI. I'm just trying to kind of lay out the groundwork for what the difference between these specific AI cryptos and the underlying, because you guys know I'm a layer one maximalist. So if I believe that internet computer as a layer one can do more than Fetch AI or Pal AI or SingularityNet as a layer two, or as kind of like a secondary coin or a secondary chain that can't do as much, I would say the layer one is probably better. Same thing between Ethereum and Polygon. Personally, I'm more bullish on Polygon from an investment perspective, but from the technology, it's Ethereum, because Polygon needs Ethereum. Ethereum also needs Polygon, but in a different way. And so this is the way that I look at these kind of investments. Now, taking a little bit of a deeper dive, right? One of the things that we have to look at with these AI assets is one, what are the tokenomics? So if we look at Fetch AI, for example, we'll also look at Pal AI in just a minute. But if you look at Fetch AI, you want to look at a few different numbers. One, you want to look at the circulating supply versus the total supply, because this will show you how many coins are actually in existence versus how many coins are available. If and you can see the circulating supply is almost at the maximum supply. So this is a fairly well distributed coin in terms of it actually being distributed. If that number was much lower, you would have to look at the token unlock schedule for that coin. Because let's see right here, perfect example, Singularity Net. This is Cardano's AI crypto from Singularity and Ben Gertzel. So if we look at Singularity Net's AGIX, what you can see here is that the circulating supply is 1.2 billion coins, but the maximum supply is 2 billion coins, which means there's about 38% that's not circulating yet, which means that you would have to go in and learn about the tokenomics of AGIX. Now, if you want me to do a video specifically on tokenomics of Singularity Net, Fetch AI, PAL, whatever coins you want, let me know down below in the comments. Because in tokenomics videos, we go through the actual white paper and the documents from the developers to understand what the distribution rate looks like. Because again, if there's 38% of the circulating supply that's not even in the ecosystem, when is that coin going to be in the ecosystem? And at what pace is it going to be released in the ecosystem? Because if they release, 700 million AGIX coins, let's say next month, that would not really be good from a tokenomics perspective. So you would want to know that before investing. So again, the first thing that I look at personally is the circulating supply and the total supply. What is the difference between these numbers? Is it large? Is it small? What is the risk that this coin is going to be released? And what does the tokenomics look like? And then I want to look at the volume, right? Because the volume tells you like how much is actually transacting daily. Now, you don't want to just take today's because obviously the price is up significantly in the last month, 55% in just 1 month from when I'm recording this video. So obviously when the prices go up, the volume goes up too. You can see that on the bottom line right here. This little gray area shows you the volume. So you can see the volume in the last month has picked up in the last week or so. So obviously this volume is not consistent. So you would want to pull this out on a larger scale and see, is there volume? Is there actual transacting in this coin? Generally speaking, yes. Is there times that there's no volume in Fetch AI? Absolutely. To me, when there's less volume, that's the time to buy, right? When there's more volume, that's the time to sell, because you want that liquidity to get those coins out of your wallet if you're in profit. And if you can't do that, if there's no volume in the ecosystem, that's why the prices typically will drop. By the way, if you're up to this point in the video, let me know what you guys think about this kind of conversation, just kind of slowing it down and really looking at, some of these categories or individual assets. And so, yes, so Singularity Net is one to look at. Again, look a little bit deeper in the tokenomics. Fetch AI, the tokenomics are a little bit better. This definitely has the opportunity to perform. I look at, okay, Fetch AI is under $1 billion. Can it get to $10 billion? And if it does, if it can get to 10 billion, in my view, what does that look like from a return on investment? That would be at least a 10x, which means that we would be at least a $10. Now, is it likely that Fetch AI, especially if the AI narrative continues, can get to $10? Probably, because $10 would still be slightly less than, $10 billion. And 10 billion is kind of like the baseline for what a regular market cap crypto is currently. PAL AI, same thing, right? You can see 79% or almost 80% of their supply is currently circulating, and this is a very or much newer asset. PAL AI came out in June of 2023. Let's read what it's about. It says PAL is an advanced chatbot built on AI and ML technologies, designed to streamline tasks that typically require human intellect. such as natural language understanding, image recognition, decision making, and problem solving. PAL AI, a token on Ethereum, incentivizes holders with profit sharing and token buybacks to drive token demand and price. Users can earn tokens through interactions with their AI service, making referrals and contributing to the community beta. Beta Legend has also supported the community. I don't know what that means. Finally, tokens enable governance, voting, and can be staked for interest, unlocking premium features. Now, again, as an investor, when I read this, I'm like, yeah, this is what I was just talking about, right? This is why, from a hype narrative perspective, PAL AI, Fetch AI, all the AI cryptos are going to do well. I've said that personally, that's what I think. But from a fundamentals perspective, it doesn't really look that good because here's the deal. They're saying it's a chatbot. So is a chatbot going to be worth $10 billion? Probably not, because there's so many other chatbots out there, right? And every chatbot's not going to be worth $10 billion. They're also talking about incentives for holders and profit sharing. But again, how are they monetizing anything to begin with to be talking about profit sharing already, right? And so when they're talking about tokens and staking and unlocking premium features, like what do these do, and how much of this is going to be dilution for into the future? Now, granted, there's not that many coins that are still locked, but there are some. But again, this is a microcap crypto, $292 million, 10x from here. $3 billion. I mean, for an AI crypto in a narrative hype cycle, bull market, I mean, it's highly likely. But again, if maybe now is not the time to buy, maybe wait for a pullback, maybe wait till the volume is lower. As we were just talking about, you can see the volume really started in the October timeframe when we started to see all the crypto prices moving higher. So, by the way, crypto is not the only way that you can capitalize on this AI trend, because the AI trend is not just in crypto. You can also look at ETFs. Now, recently we've talked about yield max ETFs. Yield max ETFs basically sell covered call options on the market, and they make income from that. And then, depending on the performance, they distribute income or dividends distributions on a monthly basis. And so, they have a yield max AI ETF strategy ETF. It's called yield max AI options income strategy ETF. And you can see it's a brand new ETF. January, they gave a distribution of $1.34 per share. And in February, they gave 40 cents per share. That's an annualized distribution rate of basically 27%, or a 30-day yield of about 4%. The current price of the ETF is about $17.31. So if you do the math on that, about $17, if you do 1731 times 4%, it's about 69 cents. So yeah, it's a little bit lower. It's about 3%, I would guess, times 3%. Let's see what that is. Yeah, so maybe a little bit less. But either way, that's basically, if the if AI stocks are going higher, this could potentially drive the price of this higher as well, and they can make potentially more income on selling those call options. So they are investing in C3 AI. That's what they're selling the call options on. C3 AI. So that's another, potential product that you can invest and make, passive income on the distributions, and maybe diversify some of that AI holding. If it's a small portion of your portfolio, maybe some of it goes to crypto, some of it goes to traditional stock market AI stuff. But let me know what you guys are kind of doing down below in the comments. Let me know if you guys kind of agree with my thought process and strategy and thesis on these AI cryptos and the AI hype cycle. And while you're down there letting me know in the comments, don't forget to give the video a free thumbs up and also hit that subscribe button. We upload every single day. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Invest responsibly and crypto on.